ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिते नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशितारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So Hare Krishna. Today we are going to discuss about the transcendental teachings of Prahlada Maharaja, Sri Prahlad, the transcendental teachings of Sri Prahlad Maharaj. And from here we will be mainly referring to seventh cantos, from the seventh canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 6, where Prahlad instructs his demoniac schoolmates, and chapter 7, wherein it describes what Prahlad learnt in the womb upon the question of his friends in the previous chapter, that we know only Shanda and Amarka, but you have learnt all this from where did you learn? So Prahlad Maharaj describes what all he had learnt in the womb. And also we will be discussing from the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj to Narsimhadev, that is like the 9th and 10th chapters or something, mainly in the 9th one, 10th one, some verses here and there. So yes, coming to the main topic, it is actually said that Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to hear about Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj, who are extremely advanced devotees. So there are two natures in this material world which are elaborately described in the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, that is the Daivi Sampad, that is the divine nature, and Asuri Sampad, the divine and the demoniac natures. That is the title of the 16th chapter. So the 16th chapter describes about these things. And also one more thing is that birth is definitely not the deciding factor as to what is going to as to who is going to be a devotee and who is not. So there may be a person who is born in the highest Brahmana class, highest Brahmana caste, but he may fall down because he he wanted to be a Brahmana without qualification, and he fell down. But there may be a person who is born from the lowest class of lowest outcasts in the family of Chandalas or dog eaters, and he may become a very advanced devotee of the Lord, much better than this Brahmana who is only by birth he is a part of this caste. Otherwise he is very fallen in his character and his understanding. So so birth is definitely not the deciding factor. It is your activities, it is your karmana manasa vacha, whether you are dedicating to Krishna or not, that will decide whether you are becoming a devotee. So Prahlad Maharaj was from Daitya family. Prahlad Maharaj also mentions in his prayers that I am from a Daitya family, moreover I am a child, and what prayers can I give to you? So Prahlad Maharaj was from a Daitya family, and when he was born and Hiranyakashipu came back from doing his tapasya and acquired a lot of boons from Lord Brahma, that first he asked for immortality. When Brahma said that I also don't have it, then he said that I should not be killed inside or outside by any human or animal, by any weapon or without a weapon, etc. I should not be killed in the sky or in the ground, in the day or at night, etc., etc. Like this, he asked for so many boons that made him almost close to immortality, which means that nobody could kill him in the entire creation, so except the Supreme Lord. So after coming back, he found that he has a son, Prahlad Maharaj, and he sent him to Gurukul, and then the teachers over there were Shanda and Amarka. So Shanda and Amarka both are the sons of Shukracharya, and Shukracharya is basically the guru of the demons. and Brihaspati is the guru of the demigods, and Shukracharya is the guru of the demons. So he has two sons, Shanda and Amarka, and these two brothers were taking care of the Gurukul, and Prahlad Maharaj was sent to the Gurukul which was under them only. So these people, Shanda and Amarka, were teaching Karma Kanda to Prahlad Maharaj, and they were saying that Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. So we should follow dharma to get artha, then we should indulge in kama, that is lust. So the low class demons learn these topics. So over there it was they are giving Prahlad Maharaj teachings of diplomacy and politics, how to handle this, that, how to distinguish between who is friend and who is enemy. But Prahlad Maharaj, he has been given the teaching from in the womb itself by Narada Muni, that nobody is the friend, nobody is the enemy, everybody is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. So thus nobody can be your enemy, and everybody is like children of God. So children of the Supreme Lord Krishna. This is what Prahlad Maharaj has been taught. But here they are teaching like this, how to distinguish between friend and enemy. So Prahlad Maharaj was never interested in these discourses. Actually, he himself had already learnt the discourse from the womb of his mother Kayadu upon listening to Narad Muni. This one we discussed already previously, just around very less time ago, and we were actually when Hiranyakashipu was doing tapasya, at that time the demigods attacked the kingdom of Hiranyakashipu, because without the king, the kingdom is useless. Not useless but very weak, so we can just attack and we can take over the kingdom. So demigods attacked, they won the battle, they captured everybody, and they took even Hiranyakashipu's wife Kayadu, and they said that we will kill the child in the womb, we will kill even the woman, we will this Kayadu, we will arrest her. And as they were taking Kayadu away, Narada Muni came and approached them, and he said that why are you arresting a woman like this? You are not supposed to arrest a woman, especially a pregnant married woman. So he took Kayadu under his shelter and he taught her Krishna Bhakti. He gave her the philosophy, he took her to his ashram. But Kayadu was absorbed in thoughts of separation of Hiranyakashipu, so she was just listening, but her ears were listening to Narad Muni, her mind was somewhere else. But Prahlad Maharaj was inside the womb and he heard everything very, very carefully, and thus he understood that Krishna consciousness is my main aim of life. So thus he was not interested in all these things, and he never played with the young children in his Gurukul, and he always never took the teachings of Shanda and Amarka seriously, unlike these other demoniac children. So these boys, they inquired from Prahlad Maharaj ki, why are you not playing with us? You are of the same age, you are of the same family, the same dynasty, so why are you not ready to play with us, etc., etc. And Prahlad Maharaj said that please sit, I will teach you I will tell you why I am not playing. And then he taught them Krishna consciousness. Now he taught the demons Krishna consciousness. This is one thing. But those demons, they were still children, and children are very simple minded, so they have a clean heart. Like even if the adults may be vicious or malicious, but the children are simple minded, have a clean heart. They by nature they want to give mercy. So sorry, not mercy, they have compassion for others. So Prahlad Maharaj taught them and they were transformed, and the experience in childhood is never forgotten. That is the reason why. And examples are Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, he always mentions in his purports that my father always taught me how to worship the deities and follow Krishna consciousness. Narada Muni in his previous life also was the son of a maid servant, and his mother was killed by the bite of a snake, and he performed service to the great Vaishnavas, and then he uplifted himself. So spiritual education is real education, and material education is just all about karma, which involves making money and enjoying in life. And this is what Shanda and Amarka are teaching here. And when we get a spiritual body, we can move freely like Narada. That is called a liberated life. There are two types of life: conditioned and material, liberated. So Narada Muni is liberated. So now we are moving into the actual teachings of Prahlada Maharaj, because this was just the background as to what is the scene happening around. So Prahlada Maharaj, he starts his teachings to his demoniac schoolmates upon their inquiries. So he said, Kaumara acharit pragnyo dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham janma tadapyadhruvam arthadam. He said that one who is sufficiently intelligent should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life, or in other words, from the tender age of childhood, to practice the activities of devotional service, giving up all other engagements. The human body is most rarely achieved, and although temporary like other bodies, it is meaningful, because in human form of life one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. So this is what Prahlada Maharaj is saying, ki Kaumara acharit pragnyo. We should start from the beginning of life. Kaumara is the age from 1 to 5 years, and from 0 to 5 years, and Pauganda is the age of 6 to 10, and Kishora is the age from 11 to 15. So we should start from Kaumara, that is the age of 1 to 5. The starting of life to 5 years. So if we get Krishna consciousness even in Pauganda and Kishora Avastha, that is the age of 6 to 10 and 11 to 15, then also we are fortunate, because we got Krishna consciousness at an early stage of life. But those who get it in Kaumara, that is 1 to 5 years, they are the most fortunate people. And the education in which we understand the purpose of life and the goal of life is called real education. That is, we understand the artha and we give up the anartha. That is, those are the things which do not allow us to achieve the goal, that is artha. So happiness and distress are two sides of the same coin, and they both come in their own way. And we should not ask for them. Just like we are not asking for distress, but distress is coming. Similarly, we don't need to ask for happiness. Happiness will definitely come to us. And here the teachings of Shanda and Amarka to Prahlada Maharaj and the other boys were that if you get happiness, if somebody gives you happiness, then you should befriend that person. If somebody does not give you happiness, then you should threaten that person, and at the end of the day you should even kill that person also if necessary. But Prahlada Maharaj was not interested in such teachings. So we should not try to be happy in this material world. And everywhere there is birth and death. So Abrahma Bhuvana Lokaha Punaravarti Norjuna Mamu Petyatu Kaunteya Punar Janmana Vidyate. This was one verse in the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So we should not try to be happy in this world. And everywhere there is just birth and death, what is happening. And This is Bhagavad Gita 8.16. A Brahma Bhuvana Lokaha Punaravarti Norjuna Mamupeti to Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. That from the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest are all places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. So the thing is that we should not waste time trying to be happy. And the body has Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, all these problems are there in the material world. So we can continue bhakti in the next life to finish our process of devotional service. But even if that doesn't happen, we should try to finish the business in this life itself. And everyone is just enjoying and suffering the reactions of their actions. And there is no need to try to become a demigod and change the just get extra happiness in the lifetime. And everything is going to everywhere we have birth, death, old age, disease, etc. And all the 8.4 million species, they have this sort of thing. So we want to be happy, and birth, death, old age and disease will come in all 14 planetary systems. This thing we cannot avoid, and no place in this material world is free from miseries. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. And this is the material world. Spiritual world is present also. That is the Lord's abode. So we have to go back to the Lord. And the first step to go back is to realize that we are the soul. Then when we realize, only then we can know that we can. There is something that can go back. The temporary things will stay here, but the permanent thing will go back. And the thing is that we sleep for half the life. We grow for 20 years. We study during this time, and in the everyday night we are sleeping. So years and years we are sleeping, and then. So 20 years are finished in the old age and wheelchair, and then we die. In the middle we try to work. And then we try to work. And we try to enjoy. Then we suffer the reactions of our past life. There is no time left only. So we have to utilize the time and life for understanding the position of the real self. This is told by Prahlada Maharaj. The boys are going to Gurukul and they are staying in ashram, and they are learning to serve Guru, learn brahmacharya and other things. So but here they are teaching the exact opposite of what Prahlada Maharaj is learning. So if somebody has full control over mind, senses, etc., then they will have all the good qualities and all the decision making power, just like Prahlada Maharaj had here. It was very easy for Prahlada Maharaj to control his senses and refrain from playing. So devotees have all good qualities, and it comes by association only. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvai gunais tatra samasute suraha harava bhaktasya kuto mahad guna manorathena sati dhavato bahihi. This is from 5th canto 18th chapter verse 12. And Krishna consciousness is just to make people stronger, and it is not meant for people who are envious. And for problems in school, whoever has it, even Srila Prabhupada did not go to Gurukul, but he was able to survive the corrupted environment of the school. So if we are serious, only we can survive and go back. Even the people in the Gurukul also who are not serious, they may make some mistakes and they may fall down. But the person who is in the school, if he is serious in Krishna consciousness, that I am coming to the school only to get the certificate, then after that I have to go back to Krishna consciousness, then that person can become actually advanced. So only working hard, earning, making companies, becoming CEO, CFO, COO, all those big posts. So problems of life cannot be solved just by doing such things, and only Krishna consciousness can solve all the problems of life. And now especially with the development of AI, supercomputers and robots, etc., left, right, center firing is going on everywhere in all the companies. So only Krishna consciousness can save us, and we can solve all the problems of life, just like Prahlad Maharaj is showing us here. And when the blind man follows the other blind man, they will end up in a ditch. So the friends of Prahlad Maharaj did a very right thing by following Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj also says, Andha yatha andhairupagiya mana tepi shatantraya murudam nibaddha, that the blind leaders are leading the blind people, so all of them will end up in the ditch. So yes, this is the main thing, that we should all try to cultivate Krishna consciousness. Whoever are children, they should try to cultivate Krishna consciousness from the very beginning of their life, just like Prahlad Maharaj did. And we should all take inspiration from this story of Prahlad Maharaj, because Prahlad Maharaj, Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is himself the incarnation of the Supreme Lord, he used to hear about Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj. Actually, this 7th canto is nothing but a Nestor conversation. So, Shukadeva, Suta Goswami is speaking to the Naimisharanya sages what he heard from Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami is speaking what Narada Muni spoke to Yudhishthir Maharaj. And Narada Muni is speaking to Yudhishthir Maharaj what Prahlad Maharaj did. So this is just basically a Nestor conversation. So Sudha Goswami is saying what Shukadeva Goswami said, and Shukadeva Goswami is saying what Narada Muni said. So it is like a Nestor conversation that is happening here. And even Narada Muni himself is glorifying his disciple. That is the greatness of Prahlad Maharaj, as to how great a devotee he is. So he never got agitated by what Hiranyakashipu did. He knew that the entire kingdom along with Hiranyakashipu, he is just intent on killing him, but he never, took any of that seriously. He just completely focused on the philosophy of Krishna consciousness and what Narada Muni taught him in his lifetime. At the time when he was in the womb of his mother. So this was the end of Transcendental Teachings of Prahlad Maharaj, part 1. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranams.